Have you already heard? On June 25th, there's a premiere at Disney Plus, The Secret Benedict Society, based on the famous children's book of Trenton Lee Stewart. The film is about 4 orphans who are recruited by an eccentric benefactor for a secret mission. They are housed undercover in a boarding school and have to prevent an approaching disaster. As I heard the film title, The Secret Benedict Society, for the first time, I immediately thought of my favorite breakfast, Eggs Benedict. Really delicious. Friends of mine also love to eat Eggs Benedict, but they are afraid of prepare them at home. They say, it is a real material battle. I have to prepare the sauce in a water bath and then I don't know, does the butter have to be liquid or firm? Must it be cold or warm? Don't be afraid. There are some tricks, and how you can prepare Eggs Benedict quickly and delicious at home, I will explain you right now. I have put all the pots away. We don't need them today. We don't need a water bath for the hollandaise, and we don't need a large pot of vinegar for the poached eggs. I will show you how you can get the same result with just 1 pot and a few tricks. We need the following ingredients. For 4 persons, 4 slices of bread, thickly cut, 250 grams of butter, 4 avocados, 11 eggs, vinegar, lemon juice, salt, pepper and a little cress. I first prepare all the ingredients, because afterwards everything has to be done quickly. First I separate the eggs. We need also the juice of half a lemon. Today I will show you something very special for serving the avocado. We will prepare an avocado rose. To do this, I first cut the avocado in half. Remove the core and then remove the pulp from the skin. I use a spoon for this. That works pretty well. I cut the avocado into thin slices. The history of the origin of the Eggs Benedict is not exactly clear. There are 2 different versions. The first says that the chef Charles Ganghofer have invented the dish for the financier Le Grand Benedict, who complained that there was nothing new for breakfast. The second version says that the stockbroker Lemuel Benedict have ordered the eggs in the famous Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York as a hangover breakfast. It is impossible to say exactly which of the 2 stories is true. What we know is that these eggs were first served in New York in 1894. Since then, the recipe has continued to evolve. There are, for example, the eggs Florentine with spinach and the eggs Sard with artichokes. I cut 4 thick slices from the bread. Because I want large slices, I first cut the bread in half. I will prepare the hollandaise sauce today without a water bath. For that, I have a trick. I let the stove get very hot. I beat the lemon juice with the egg chalk until frothy. So dass alles schön schaumig ist. And then gradually add the butter. I briefly put the pot on the stove so that the butter can melt. Make sure that the sauce doesn't get too hot, not more than 80 degrees Celsius or 175 degrees Fahrenheit. When the sauce gets hotter, we will have scrambled eggs. The butter already melts at around 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. I take the pot off the stove often, so that the sauce doesn't get too hot, and gradually add all the butter. Eggs Benedict can be found in almost all Disney parks around the world, and also on Disney cruise ships. For example, in the Disneyland Hotel in Paris and in Anaheim, in the Island Compass Club in Disney World, in the Grand Floridian Resort, and at the International Flower and Garden Festival in Epcot. The consistency of the sauce is now perfect. I will put it aside for a moment and prepare the poached eggs. For the poached eggs, I put water and vinegar in a cup, in a ratio of about 1 to 10. Then I put an egg in the cup and put the cup in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes at 800 watts. The egg white should be firm and the yolk should be a little runny. Now we can start serving. I have already put the avocado rolls on the plate. Now a slice of bread, which I have toasted before. I like to use bread. The original recipe is with muffins. Now some butter and some avocado. Two poached eggs. And some of the Hollandaise sauce. For garnish, I use some cress. Finally some pepper and some salt. That's it. Voila. Bon appétit. It was super fast today. I'm looking forward to the Eggs Benedict. And because we still have some time left, I want to tell you a little secret of Disneyland Paris. Next to the entrance at the right, where the luggage storage is, there's a door that says Salon Mickey. This is the former shareholders club. You can only get in there if you have such a card. But today I will take you with me. Come in, this way. In the meantime, the Walt Disney Company has taken over all the shares, and we small shareholders have been paid out. But for the time being, we former shareholders will retain the convenience of the club, at least until the year 2027. In the club, you will get a free breakfast and drinks between 9 AM and noon. The interior is based on the times of Walt Disney. You almost feel like you are in his house. There are many photos from his life. In this photo, Shirley Temple congratulates Disney for his Oscar for his film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and presents him with 7 little Oscar figures. Here you can see Disney and the actor Spencer Tracy on board of the Queen Elizabeth when the two went to Europe together in 1952. This photo shows Disney with President Eisenhower. Eisenhower was president when Disneyland opened in 1955. He and his family first visited Disneyland in the 1960s. This photo shows Disney with Sophia Loren at the Congressional Banquet. Disney was honored as a showman of the world, an award specially invented for him. His speech that night was one of his last. He died 2 months later. There are many other photos from Walt Disney's life, from meeting with famous people or from this great building here. Unfortunately, I couldn't find out more about it. If you know what exactly can be seen in these photos, write it to me in the comments. I would be very happy to know it. On the fireplace is placed a bust of Walt Disney that was handcrafted by a cast member. He donated it to the club. Depending on when you go to the club, it can get quite crowded. Like the whole park, the club is lovingly decorated for Christmas. By the way, with my membership card, I can take 4 friends with me to the club. If you want, and there's a time, I will be happy to take you with me. And don't forget, if you liked the video, give me a like, subscribe to the channel and press the bell button. See you soon again, your Christian. Thank you.